Welcome back to our 6-part mini-series looking at playing rhythm electric guitar in worship. We will be continuing from where we left off in our last few videos. If you've not watched them, I'd love to encourage you to do that, as we're building up from video to video. In this video, we're going to look at playing rhythm electric guitar in a band with other instruments. So let's go. When playing electric guitar in a worship team, it's really important to remember that when we play, it should be complementing what the other band members are playing or singing, and we should not be competing to be heard. We are there to help enhance worship and not be a distraction. We are working together as a team to lead people in glorifying God. We're not playing to boost our egos and get great compliments on our abilities. As we discussed in the previous video, we need to consider how and where we play our chords on the neck to complement the other instruments and help build layers in the song. This helps fill out the overall sound and give depth to the music, which encourages the congregation to engage without muddying the mix or making it difficult to distinguish what each instrument is playing. However, as a second electric, we must not only be aware of what chords are being played and the register they are being played in, but we also need to be aware of the rhythms being played by each instrument and the busyness of the sound. Here are a handful of things to consider when playing with others. The first thing is to learn each instrument's role. We don't have a lot of time to cover these in depth in this video, but watching the related series like this one for all the other instruments would be a great place to start. It will help you understand what and where and when they play and how they fit into the mix. This will be key for ensuring what you are playing is complementary to the other instruments and how you can support them in the bigger picture. The second thing is to learn what all the instruments are playing. Sometimes when we practice songs, we tend to mainly focus on the parts we need to learn, but for a second electric, it's just as important to know what everyone else is playing. This doesn't mean we need to learn the parts in order to play them, but being aware of what the other instruments will be playing helps us understand what rhythms and types of chord voicings we should use. Thirdly, watch and listen to what each band member is playing during practices. Pay attention to the voicings of chords the acoustic guitar is playing and where on the neck the lead electric guitar is playing. Listen to the keyboards. Are they playing lower or higher? And consider if what you are playing complements it or overwhelms it. Listen for the rhythm of the drums and the bass and see if you could help emphasize certain parts of the beat with your strumming. There are a few techniques we can use as a second electric to help us fit in well into the mix, which we'll cover in the next video. The fourth thing is to ask questions. Ask the lead electric what parts they're playing or if the acoustic guitarist is going to be using a capo. Ask the worship leader or MD if there are any specific parts you should learn or if there are any places you should or shouldn't be playing. Lastly, it is helpful to have a basic understanding of frequencies. Each instrument's sound is made up of a specific set of frequencies. These frequencies vary in range from low-pitched or bass frequency to high-pitched frequencies that sit on a spectrum. It's helpful to know roughly where each instrument sits on the spectrum, as some instruments overlap. This helps give us a base to start with when deciding what chords to play and how to set the tone for our guitars. If this is something you'd be interested in learning more about, feel free to chat to one of the electric guitarists or PA members of the team. These are just a few pointers on how to approach playing with other instruments and ensure what we are playing contributes to a balanced sound. In the next video, we'll be discussing some practical ways and techniques we can use to apply what we have learned in this video. So see you there.